Hi, this is Ben from Literature Review HQ, and this is part of a video series where I'm demonstrating some of the features of this. It's my favourite mind mapping software. It's called imindmap. Now, the feature I'm going to explain next is actually very, very important to me, and it's one of the reasons that I now actually prefer using digital mind maps as opposed to hand-drawn ones. It's an incredibly powerful feature of most digital mind mapping software, and that is the ability to add links to your branches. Now that's very important, especially from my perspective, which is doing a literature review. So I'll often use a mind map to help lay out the themes for my literature review. Now, ultimately, I want to put papers and articles that I've read and how they relate to each theme, and it's good to be able to put the author and the journal and the year on there, and that helps me to find them. But what's really great is that I can actually click on a branch, go to the link button here, and this menu pops up. Now what I can either choose to do is put a link to an URL on the internet. So if I've got the web address for the full text of this paper, I can simply click there, put it in, and the link appears. Or so if I put a link to my website there, so you've got the full text of the paper, you can put that in. You can also put a link to a file, so you can even choose a folder, browse a file to add a link to that in, and that's what I actually prefer to do for literature. If I've downloaded a PDF of an article that I want to associate with this, then I'll just look for the article in my file system and add it to the branch. So you see how that looks. You can see that on this branch there's a little link icon, and if I click on that link, it will take me to whatever I pointed the link at, and this is my website. So that's an incredibly powerful feature, and that's why I recommend that even if you don't use digital mind maps exclusively, I think it's worth giving them a try just for this. With imindmap, you can actually add notes, so text notes there. If I can type something in, notes for branch, and you can change the layout. You can insert, this is how you can insert things into your notes. You can insert pictures and links into your actual notes. You can insert tables into your notes, and you can change the layout and format them as well. So you can see how that looks. You can see next to the link icon there's a little note there as well. You can also voice record notes as well, so you can click on the audio notes, and here's the record button, so you simply record your voice saying something, and that will then show up another icon on the branch next to the notes. So you can actually, although you've just got an outline here which is incredibly informative, you can add layers and layers and layers of information on top of your mind map, which is incredibly useful. So if you want to check out my favourite mind mapping software, there's a free version which is great, but I actually like a lot of the features on some of the paid versions, and you can get these, you can trial these free. If you go to my link, which is www.literaturereviewhq.com/imindmap. So check that out, download it, and give it a try. Thanks very much for listening.